This is Montserrat culture, we'll be proud of it forever. This is Montserrat culture, we'll be proud of it forever.
Welcome to my Montserrat beer. Introduce yourself to the people on them.
Well, I'm the beer, known as Keith-Roy Mawson by birth. I was born in Montserrat, 1970, 15th of September. I've been in the entertainment circle from age of 9. Won the Junior Calypso Monarch there. Won the Big Monarch in 93 and 94.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, migrated to Antigua in 95, you know, during the volcano.
Right.
Been based in Antigua from then. And presently the Monarch, I've won the Monarch twice in Antigua. And I've won a Leeward Island Crown as well. You know, so I'm from Chewit. Everybody know me, the beer.
Yeah, and you're related to DJ Duxie.
Yeah, I'm related to Duxie. Yeah, we're cousins.
Okay.
You know, second cousins. I'm related to Trevor Lewis, plays music too. Scary Boy from Montserrat, that's my uncle.
Right.
You know, so I do have, you know, some musical background in my family.
All right. Well, let's start a little bit at the beginning. When you first decided to get into Calypso or Montserrat, tell us a little bit about that.
So yeah, that started with the string band.
You used to play on the string band?
With the string band at age 9 at Wading.
Oh, okay.
And there was a place right there by Evergreen named Wading.
Yeah, I remember that. I didn't remember you playing though.
Yeah, I used to sing there with the giant string band from the age 9, you know, and then I went on to Munster Secondary School where I entered the Junior Monarch at age 15.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first year you went in, how did you do?
In the Junior Monarch?
No, the big competition I'm talking about.
Well, I entered the big competition at age 17.
Right.
And I made it to the finals. The first time I went in, that was 1987. I made it to the final. You know, I think what happened that year, I was 10th in the semifinals, and the king decided he wasn't going to defend. That was Hero. So I got into the finals in 87. You know.
Mhm.
And from there since I've been there, 88, 89, right up until I won the crown in 92. 92, yeah.
Okay, so you had a couple of years where you got, you know, you familiarized yourself with the system and everything.
Yes, man. I had to pay my dues, you know, as a youngster.
Right.
Especially coming out of the East, you know. You always have that stigma.
Yeah, country you come from.
When you come tongue, you have to fight. Fight harder than everybody else, you know.
True that.
But when I came down, I had the help of, from the beginning, I had the help of Flasher. You know, Flasher Daily, Flasher, that bloody trumpet, everybody know Flasher.
Yeah, me know Flasher.
Of Flasher, and then Hodge Daly came on board after Flasher and Happy Mead. And Carl Edgecombe, so, you know, these guys came and, you know, helped me out.
So you got some good people behind you early on.
Yeah, then in the latter days, Reality 2 came in and gave me a few, you know, help. And then Pops Morris, Joseph Pop Morris, he's the one that really took me to the next level. Because all these times, you know, I was just singing around, you know, with the music and the singing, but I wasn't really, you know, appreciated to that to say, well, to be crown material, you know.
Right.
But Pops Morris came along because I moved a bit closer to. That's what helped me a lot too, because, you know, I was hanging around somebody from the town side.
Right,
so,
right.
You know, tongue man behave, you know.
Yeah, true that.
I think that from that days where, you know, I started to be recognized as a force in the art form, you know. So
you won the crown, what, twice?
Yeah, I won the crown twice. There was also a pilgrimage crown, a homecoming crown as well.
Okay.
In 92, I think I won that one as well too. You know, I won the crown in 92 and 93.
Okay. Now the volcano business and everything, you decided to migrate to Antigua.
Yeah, well, then the volcano came in 95. It really uprooted a lot of people, you know. And at the time, my wife couldn't really take the volcano. She couldn't deal with it, you know. And so for her sake and my son at that time, I had one son at that time, I decided to go Antigua just to settle down a little while and see if things change. Because, you know, some people were moving on to England, but I didn't want to go too far away from Montserrat because I always felt that, well, that's where I wanted to be.
Right.
So I just said, let me step across to Antigua and bed down for a little while and see if things change, and then, you know, slip back over. But, you know, it never really worked out the way I wanted it to. I came back to Montserrat in 99 for another, because in Antigua, I was not allowed to compete for under 6 years. So I couldn't really join the competition at the time. So I went dormant for a little while, you know. Writing here, writing there, helping out people here and there in the competition, but I couldn't enter. So I came back home in 99 and got first runner-up again. Then I came back home, I think, in 2000 and competed in a King of Kings competition where I got first runner-up again. And then in 2001, they decided to let me into the competition in Antigua, and that's where the whole Antigua, you know, adventure started.
How did you do that first year in Antigua?
First runner-up. In 2001, I got first runner-up. The second, in 2002, I got first runner-up again. But it's a matter of paying dues again, you know, because, I mean, it happened when I started in Montserrat. I had to pay my dues before they give you the nudge, and I guess that was the same treatment in Antigua, but it was just that it was a little harsher because they were saying, well, look, hey, you could be in the first three, but, I mean, no Montserrat career or crown.
Right.
That was the whole talk of the country. I mean, 90% of the country felt that way. You know, you just come to the competition of Montserrat and you want to win every crown, and that was the whole talk.
Yeah.
And men and all, I mean, even on stage, they played me some wrong cards, and so, you know, they treated me real harsh in the finals, and so I lost my 1 year, lost my the first year when I went into quarterfinals, I lost my suit. All kind of things happened to me, and so,
when you say
it was just depressing, you know, but...
When you say you lost your suit, beware me, so somebody take up your suit?
I took it up. I went with it. I put it backstage, and, you know, my turn now, I think I came on ninth that night in the quarterfinals, and I was singing in the pepper pot at that time, Swallow Pepper Pot.
Right.
And when I went backstage, I think when number 7 was singing, I went backstage to dress. And when I got backstage and looking for my clothes, I can't find the clothes. And look, I had low boy. And me tell you, boy, me start crying because, I mean, it's my first time and I know I had a chance of passing the finals, and to see that my clothes disappear, it was harsh. But the owner of the tent, that was Swallow, he always have a suit in the back of the car. So he tell me, look, no worry, man, I'll see if you could fit in my suit. He was quite big, but he worked out. He worked out for the quarterfinals. Right. You know? But I later found out who did it, man. It's a fellow Montserrat did it. A guy named Willie Wawa. He migrated to Antigua in his early age, you know. He was jealous. You know, he admitted he did it because I just come and want to take over, and he couldn't have that, you know.
And apparently he up the 3 years and make no progress.
Yeah, he up the 3 years and could hardly make the quarterfinals. And I came up, and by the time Swallow hear me, Swallow tell me, hey, you have to anchor me tent. So, you know, the anchor, it means I finish the tent at night, so nobody move until they hear me.
Right.
You know? So, you know, I was basically his selling card, and really Wawa wasn't pleased. Up to now, this year, me have a battle and all, because he attacked me again, and I had to put him in his place in a college and all, so he's still fighting, but, you know, I've gone past him long time, because he can't come out the ban out.
Right. So you think the feelings towards you have changed over the years? I mean, you won the crown once, you came back, won it again. Yeah, I mean, you won it once, you lost it, you came back, you won it again. The atmosphere has changed?
I won an independence crown before that, you know.
Oh, okay, did not know that.
I won an independence crown in 2002.
So you've gotten a lot of fans in Antigua now. It's not, you know.
Well, that's what has changed things. My music has told a story, and people started relating to what I was saying.
Right.
Started liking what I was doing. A fan base. And what happened, even somebody don't like you, and you're singing something they like, they become your fan.
Right.
Personally, they don't know you, but they know your music, and they could associate with what you're doing. And I think that's where I got my strength from. The fact that I find out what people are looking for and give it to them, and that I've grown a very, very, very strong fan base. So people with many street and say, hey, we don't know you, don't know you, but your music hit me. Go on one copy.
So it doesn't matter if you come from Montserrat, you have a good local story and they can relate to that.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. You know, especially the grassroots people are looking for. People are always looking for something to hold on to, especially in times of distress. They always need a voice to fight for them.
Right.
And that's what I've become. I've become the voice of the oppressed and the downtrodden. So, you know, I've managed to gain that audience. you know, and then you have other people who love my music because what I try to get a broad view of everybody and try to please as much as I can.
Okay. So that is essentially the job of a calypsonian, the voice of the people, whatever it is that's going on, to be able to put it in a story and put it out.
Exactly.
That's the job of the calypsonian.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, you have to know to do it because you have to be careful that you don't bring up one and drop the other.
Right.
Everybody has to get a taste. Everybody's voice has to be heard. Even the people who you're accusing of downpressing you, voices need to be heard as well.
Right.
So you have to be balanced. You know? You have to be balanced. And I try to be balanced at times. You know? So.
Well, let's talk a little bit about last year. Last year you had a bit of a controversy with your song. What is it called? The Judgment song.
The Judgment?
The Judgment, yeah. Tell us about that.
You know, well, it's just a matter of certain people think that they are above ridicule. Certain people in society believe that they should not be touched. Calypso is not big enough to touch them. So, you know, we had an incident in 2009 where the election didn't go too well. You know, we had some late start, and some people challenged the result. And a judge came down, a judge by the name of Judge Blenman, a lady, and she made a ruling that we must go back to the polls for 3 seats, because they were constitutionally voted in. And he caused a big uproar for the government, and he caused celebration for the
opposition,
the party.
Okay.
I was there when the judgment was given, and I was just giving an overall view in an exciting way. You know, I wasn't looking at the serious side of what took place. I was looking at the joy of what took place. The other side celebrating, and the government side running around like a headless chicken, trying to put things in place to see if they could stay in power. So it was a whole bacchanal. And the opposition had a big John band and had big colors in town and marching and dancing because they said they got victory. But, you know, then there was some rumors going around from the government side that Justice Blenman was paid. You know? And, you know, Khaled felt, well, her judgment was so outrageous.
Right.
He had to be paid. I said, I sang a song saying, did somebody pay the judge? Did somebody pay the judge, you know? And she took it personal. And wrote me a letter threatening to take me to court, saying that I've accused her of being corrupt on the bench, you know. And you know, it just went from one saga to the next, and then she picked out a few lines and I said she came along with a grudge to mash up the election and so forth, and you know, it was just a matter of me now being creative and fire back at her because some people were telling me, oh boy, you know what, now sing this song, forget it. Some was saying, sing it. Malai was saying, oh, we have a case. And I said to myself, you know what, I'm a calypsonian, I'm a writer.
Yes.
Let me sit down and see how I can attack this judge and put her in a place and in a way that she can't attack, she can't get away. So I just changed around the song and said, "Be don't sing about the judgment, otherwise you will get your ass in fire." And it turned around to be the biggest hit. You know what I'm saying? Because people could have related to my pressure, they could have related to my restraint, and they were upset over what she did. So basically, anything I had sung that year, people would have been aligned with me. Even Gypsy came up from Trinidad and tell me, "Hey, no, don't change your song, because if you do that, they're going to feel the untouchable."
Right.
You know? But then, when I think about it, it's a judge who sits on a bench with other judges, and I was going to be judged by a judge who might be a friend of the judge. You understand?
Yeah, you got to be careful.
Right. So I just said, you know, let me fight her in Calypso. Let me change it around on her and make a fool of her instead of he getting away and said, you know what, they don't sing about the judgment. They don't sing about the judge. If you try to do so, she go ban you damn Calypso. And that just turn around and that get the whole place crazy. You know? So it was a good day for me in terms of, you know, getting the people on my side. But with me then came. You know?
You try to do so, they go bang you down Calypso. Them blame the Electoral Commission and asking them to step down. Them fellas are too headstrong. Them say, we ain't do nothing wrong. You be like a headless chicken running around the John. You don't sing about the John.
So that brings us to this year. You know, I heard you have a new album out. Let's talk about that.
Yes, I just released a new album. This year is a bit more outreach in terms of Caribbean. I have a few songs on there that could be sung anywhere in the Caribbean, anywhere in the world. And then I think I have one that relates to Antigua. It's a wide album. It's 9 songs. There is one now that you know, because if you're going to compete in a local competition, you have to have a song that people in the local region are going to be able to relate to.
Right.
So I have a song there that's #1 on the charts right now. It's called Melee for Sale, and that's the name of the album.
Melee for what?
Melee for Sale.
Okay.
It's basically bringing melee about people but not calling their name. But the public knows who they are, so it becomes fun, you know. And they might not know some of the things I'm saying, so they're curious to know who, you know, who do that, who do this, you know. So it's mega business.
Right.
Know how we are.
And
we love mega business.
Nigga love nigga business.
Right.
No doubt about that.
That one is really on top right now, speaking out there. Then I have another one that talks about asking if I'm cursed, and that one is basically asking. There's a reverend here by the name of Dorset, who's always on the radio, who thinks that he knows more about God than anybody else. So I wrote a song asking him if I'm cursed, because I am supporting a party that's in power, and me till broke, you know, me still under so much pressure, me not have money, and people when I support them and make it so me ask if me curse.
Yeah, something wrong then.
It's basically saying I'm helping other Calypsonians, and when they turn to help me, they forget me. And all these things, you know, it's basically asking if I'm cursed, because even bandman just try to play bad cards to me, and judges just advantage me, and so me ask me, well, since you know so much about Jesus, tell me if me curse, you know?
Yeah, give one heads up. They give one heads up.
Yeah. Another one that talk about the village, how I was raised and how I long to see a village do that again. You know, talking about parents could have go out and know that the children was safe because you had the granny and the grandpa home, and you had the village elders around to help you, and you had the police who was respected to a great deal, and you had teacher, you couldn't run away from school because teacher would come and find out, well, why you don't come to school and so. You know, that song, to me, it's a song that could take me very far in any competition, you know, because it's a very educational song, you know, it's a touching song about the village. I have another one called Call Jesus. It's a personal song. It's personal experiences where I have friends who, well, so-called friends,
right,
only know me when they broke. You know, when they have things, I can't call them, or they don't call me. I don't know when they have, but whenever I have, it seems as if the Spirit going to tell them, call me, you have a little change. But me just tell them, look, if you hungry, if you don't have money, if you can't pay your rent, if you can't pay your bills, call Jesus.
Yes, I
help you. He says, you know. It's a fun song, and look, a lot of people have hooked onto it, especially people who know what I'm talking about and who have been through it. They keep requesting me, saying, yes, no, call me, call Jesus, me can help you. You know, it's a fun album. Trust me, I plan to go down to Montserrat to release it, and it's a fun album. Then I have one. You remember, there's a movie that came out, Meet the Fockers.
Yes, I remember that.
Right, well, I wrote a song on that, but it's basically saying, if you want to meet the Fockers, you got to come to Parliament. So, you know, it's a satire, playing with words, you know. If you want to meet the Fockers, come to Parliament, you know. So, you know, that's where they are, you know. It is politician I'm really talking about, you know.
Right.
In a calypso way.
Okay.
You know. And then I have another one called Rooster in the Backyard. This is basically talking about a cat fowl in the backyard telling the hens, come and get your worm, you know. It's a fun tune. It's a soca. Nice little soca tune. And then I have one on Willy Wawa, the same guy who came and attacked me. He attacked my song, Melly for Sale. He wrote a song saying, he's the only Melly man in town, and my Melly expire and all kind of things and so. So I wrote one in him calling Bad-Minded Willy, and reminding him what he did to me in the past.
Well, he keep your suit.
He did to me in the future. So, you know, it's an answer back, you know.
Uh-huh.
Then I have one called Gaddafi, where the Calypso Association here had a problem with the government, with the CDC, the board that runs Carnival. They didn't want to give us what we wanted. We sent the proposal and they were fighting us, telling us you have to do this, you have to do that, otherwise you're not working. So I wrote a song the same night on them called Gaddafi in Antigua. You know, it's dictatorship. You know?
Right.
And then the last one on the album is called Ben Laden Dead. It's an up-tempo masquerade beat type. You know, I made it especially for Montserrat, the beat itself. I use the masquerade beat and take it up a few notches.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a kind of a road march tune like Ben Laden Dead, you know?
Right.
So it's like I say, it's a wide album. It's basically, you know, I think it's gonna be a good album. 9 songs.
So let me ask you now.
It's already.
Is it available online? Where can we get it?
Well, I'm working on that. I'm trying to set up a website. I've gotten some ideas, but I haven't really put it on the groundwork as yet. But maybe from your end, you know, we can relate and see how we can get it out there.
Okay, we can push it for you. You just gotta send me the tracks.
Yes, I could email you the tracks. I have your email.
Right.
I have your email address, so I could email you the tracks, and you know, you can basically you know, do it how you know to do it. And then, you know, if anybody wants to download, well, you guys know to set up that sort of thing. You know, I'm not that versed in the internet. I do use the internet, but I'm not, you know, I'm not capable of setting up a website on my own and so forth, you know.
Okay, well, we can do all of it.
Yes, we basically can, you know, get together and get that worked out, you know.
Okay, no problem. All right, so let me ask you before you go. Are you excited about competing this year?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm always excited about competition. Look, I love competition. It brings out the best in me. I think I perform much better when I'm competing than when I'm just ordinarily singing for a show.
Mm-hmm.
Because being a hostile person in terms of competition, it brings out the hostility in me. It brings out the anger, the frustration. You lay out everything there, you know, and that's when I'm at my best. When I'm challenged.
Right.
You know, and I just love to compete. I just can't wait for the opportunity to go up there and challenge somebody, you know, and see who's better at the craft, you know.
So I have to ask you about the Calypso. I mean, the Calypso business on Montserrat. Do you participate in the festival down there at all?
You mean if I compete?
No, I know you don't compete, but I mean, you've been down from time to time, but, you know.
I didn't want to touch that, you know, but since you mention it, you know,
yeah, because I'm saying, I mean, me not see you on the show, what go on?
Well, Montserrat fans I have my fan base in Montserrat. You know, Montserrat on a whole are going to be proud of me because I came to Antigua and I accomplished something that no one else has ever accomplished from a Montserrat standpoint.
Right.
Different to the first Calypso monarch who was, you know, living here and so forth. I can't remember his name, Styler.
Right.
You know? Styler, you know. And what my grievance is that I'm living right next door. And I've never been invited by the Montserrat Festival Committee for a show.
Ever?
Never. There's only 3 groups that there's only 3 groups that has invited me to Montserrat. Howard Fergus, his dinner, Funky Man Award, and Calabash.
Really? But they bring him up from Trinidad and so what? They don't have your number?
Yes, they have never. And I'm surprised that Sago and them, me and Sago go up together in the chewing, run around with our pants together. Sago is the chairman. You know, they forget, we never used to wear pants. When we were little boys, we never had pants. We couldn't afford pants and shoes. I don't know that we used to tie towel and so around of us and run around because we couldn't afford pants and shoes when we were a young boy.
True that.
So we grew up together, we go to school together, we went to secondary school together and everything. And he is the chairman of the and they've never, you know what they do? They wait until I come down on my own. And when I reach one, they tell me, you go pay for the show for us tonight. And that's disrespect. It's disrespect. And that is why you haven't seen me in any shows because I'm just next door. If you could even provide, say, look, I'm going to provide a ticket. Because they don't have to provide accommodation because I stay with my cousin when I go there.
Right.
They don't have to worry about feeding me and clothing me and putting me up. But they do the other artists. All they have to do is say, look here, baby, we'll send you a ticket. come down to Montserrat and sing for her. Nothing, they've never invited me. One time this girl Osborne, I read a fair lady named Osborne, I don't remember her first name. I think she was on the CBC, on the carnival board down there, to the festival board. She turned and tell me, oh, I'm Montserrat, she should be your duty to come to sing.
Your duty?
You know, that kind of talk.
Nah, I joke that, man.
Like they send me. You know, like they pick me up and send me to study. I have to come back and pay my dues. You know? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, and then I hear them announcing for 2012 they're going to have a King of King competition and I'm going to be part of it. I wonder who gives them that information. It surely wasn't me. You know, it surely wasn't me, because they don't have any respect for me. They don't respect me. They don't class me. They talk about me, but they don't show any sort of respect when it comes to me. I'm right here in Antigua, and they've never called and said, "Dear, we want you to come down this year and sing on the." They was a little reach, and said, "Come and sing for us."
I mean, you think that as for example, as the reigning monarch last year, you think you get an invite to come down and maybe put in a guest performance on the Calypso finals or something like that? You know what I'm saying?
They didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? They have not invited me. I've never been invited. I've never been invited by the Montserrat Festival Committee to sing on any show. They wait until I get there, and then they tell me, look, let's look at this. Let me tell you how disrespectful these people are. They had a tribute to Arrow. Remember?
Yeah, I remember that.
They brought them Sherwin Yearwood and so forth. Culture down and them. You know they never called me? You know I wasn't invited?
No, I did not know that.
I wasn't invited. They never gave me invitation. Never.
You're not getting a love down there, Bia?
Eh?
You're not getting a love down there?
No, it just talk. They talk, but nothing is. Let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you something. Montserrat still has this idea of where you come from and who you be. Mentality. You understand?
Right.
I guess they're looking at my past and still have me as a little boy walking the street without shoes and pants, that I can't develop myself to be any better than they want me to be. So there's no respect. They're still not looking at what I've accomplished and showing me the respect that I deserve as a human. You understand? They're still looking at where you come from, where parents, where title, you know? And they forget that is why the volcano came. He was to teach us sense. He was to send us out into the world to make who couldn't be somebody. You understand? To say, well, look here, stop judging this person by his family background and judge him according to his ability.
Right.
And they don't see it, you know. They're still blind because they're not looking. I mean, Cupid is the coordinator of culture down there. Cupid has never invited me down to him have a seminar to teach the youngsters what I know. I've been on Radio Montserrat, and I've given my number. I said, look, I've given my service free if I have to. Just bring me down, and I'll have a workshop to teach the youth how to perform, how to go about. But, you know, it's a matter of, again, maybe Cupid feel that he knows more than me and I'm not supposed to be doing it.
That could be it.
They invite me, you know what I'm saying? And it's just a shame. It's just a shame, you know? And I'm not going to fight with them. You know? Everything happens for a reason, and time will tell.
Okay, so let me ask you, the 50th is coming up next year.
2012.
Yeah, if you get an official invite, would you go down?
To Montserrat?
Yeah, if you get an official invite, if the community...
It's my country! What do you mean if I'll go? It's my country! It's my country! You think it belongs to them? It's my country! Of course, I'm not going... I will not refuse because they have disrespected me in the past. I will accept because I have my fans there. I have my people there who love me.
Montserrat, you come from?
I don't do it for them. I wouldn't do it for them. I'll do it for my fans.
Right.
But I'm waiting for them not to invite me this year, and then hopefully come to send me an invitation to compete next year. Let me put them in a place. But I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how they're going to get me to come down to compete in a competition, but I can't come and sing on a festival show, on a monarch show, or whatever.
Right.
So I'm waiting patiently for them to invite me to compete. And they're going to send the invitation. I go wait for them. They don't know how me wet me hand I wait for them. You understand? I'm telling you, so it's just a matter of disrespect, and I'm very, very upset about it. And I don't say nothing to them. I just leave them alone and leave them, because you know what? I'm surviving somewhere else, and they don't have any power to stop me. A lot of them join me because they don't have any power to stop me.
Okay.
Right? And I've heard other Californians who have made it at the top in Montserrat said, oh, when I started here, they could never win a crown in Antigua. So it probably caught them off guard. You know, and Real G always tell me, Beer, you're one of the best, come out to Montserrat, press on. Don't let them stop you. And that's my goal, is to continue going where I'm going. You know what I mean? Without them and they helping me to get, you know, I've even gone down there and spoken to some business and look here, I'm in Antigua, but I'm a Montserratian. I don't get any sponsors in Antigua because I'm still looked at as a Montserratian. I don't get big sponsors here. All my music, I do it in my own little studio, and most of my CDs are produced out of my pocket because I don't get a big sponsor. I don't get a big sponsor like some of the Calypsonians here get 20,000 and 15,000 to help me. So if I have to, when I want to do a proper album, I have to go to the bank to borrow money.
Right.
I went down there one year and tried to get some of the business industry me. They don't even look at me. But when I come down now, they're calling me about jingle and that kind of stuff and so it's just hypocritical. They just talk, but they don't mean it. You understand? But that still don't stop me. That still don't stop me because I have people who love my music. I have people who want my music, and they're the ones I do it for. You know, they're the ones I do it for.
Yeah, I got you. So you plan to go down to promote your album on Radio Monster?
Yeah, I'm making provisions now. I haven't gotten the CDs as yet.
Okay.
But what I'm doing, I'm making provisions to go down and release it on Radio Montserrat. I'm going to make the contacts and go down a weekend, try to get down there like a Thursday night or early Friday morning and release it and probably, you know, stay there until Saturday and come up this Saturday afternoon. But I really want to go down and release my album. I have never really done it before, but I really want to release this one down there, you know.
Okay, so let us, you know, you got to let us know when you're going to be on so we can tell.
Here to do it, you know, but I don't want to do that this time.
Right, you got to let us know when you're going to be on so we can tell the fans, have them tune in.
Oh yeah, man, of course I'll drop you on a link on Facebook, and well, I've already told the fans that I've already put it on Facebook that I'm planning to go down to do it.
Okay.
It's just a matter for me now to set a date. And go down and release the music down there, you know?
Okay.
And get it down. Yeah.
It sounds good.
Well, to do that.
Well, listen, Beer, good luck with the album. Good luck in the competition this year. And we're going to be rooting for you.
Oh, yeah, man. I know that, man. And I have my people who come up from Montserrat for the competition. You know, I have that group that comes up and gives me their support all the time, you know? You know, to see a Montserrat making, you know, so much havoc in Antigua. You know, all of the odds are against me.
We love it.
Yeah, man, it's a good thing, man. It's a good thing. Real good thing.
This is Montserrat culture. We'll be proud of it forever.
This is Montserrat culture. We'll be proud of it